The digestive system. ITS intestine time. BN. Main idea of intestines. Small intestine, where the major events of digestion and almost all absorption occur. Large intestine, where water absorption, vitamin production, and feces formation occurs. Intestine valves. Valve from stomach to small intestine, SI, pyloric sphincter. Valve from the SI to LI. Ileocecal valve/sphincter. 3 sections of SI. 1. Duodenum. 2. Jejunum. 3. Ileum, mesentery. Layer of membrane, peritoneum, that holds the small intestine coiled together as well as to the posterior abdominal wall. 3 important features of the small intestine, SI. 1. Circular folds, deep folds of both the mucosa and submucosa of small intestine, like ruggy of stomach. Increase surface area. Pales patches dash. Collections of lymphatic tissue. In submucosa, there are more at the end of SI because undigested food contains bacteria. 3 important features of the SI. 2. Villi finger-like projections of mucosa that increase surface area, contain capillary beds and lymphatic capillaries, lacteals. 3 important features of the SI. 3. Microvilli. Very tiny projections of membrane of mucosa cells on the villi. Both villi and microvilli absorb digested foods through mucosa and submucosa. Small intestine note. Enzymes produced by the pancreas and bile made by the liver enter the duodenum. Chemical digestion and absorption in the SI. Chemical digestion is completed in the small intestine due to bile as well as enzymes in the pancreatic and intestinal juices. Approximately 90% of all absorption takes place in the SI. Other percent in stomach and LI. Small intestine labeled. First figure /19.11 label, P.472. Duodenum. Jejunum. Ileum. Stomach. Large intestine. Small intestine labeled. Second figure /19.12 label, P473. Mucosa. Submucosa. Muscularis externa. Serosa. Villus. Blood capillary. Lacteal. Simple columnar epithelium. There. Large intestine, LI. Large intestine is much larger in diameter but shorter in length than the small intestine. Runs from the ileocecal valve to the anus. Large intestine, colon. Main functions. Dries out undigested food residue, absorbs water and vitamins. Eliminates residues from the body as wastes, feces. 5 sections of large intestine. 1. Cecum. 2. Appendix. 3. Colon, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. 4. Rectum. 5. Anal canal. Anus, opening to exterior. Large intestine, LI. The outer layer of the muscularis externa is bundled into 3 bands called tinea coli, which bunch up the colon into pouches called haustra. Tinea equals flat band. Haustra equals draw puckered appearance. 2 valves in anal canal. External voluntary sphincter, skeletal muscle. Internal involuntary sphincter, smooth muscle. Appendix hangs from the cecum, first section of L.I. Sometimes bacteria can get into appendix and it becomes inflamed equals appendicitis. If it broke open it would empty its contents into the abdominopelvic cavity, which could be fatal. Important features of L.I. There are no villi. Nutrient absorption into bloodstream happened in SI. Lots of goblet cells in the simple columnar epithelium produce mucus, functions as lubricant. Bacteria live in the L.I. and break down some of the remaining nutrients, which produces gas, flatulence. Feces contain indigestible food materials, mucus, bacteria, and water. Digestion and absorption in the L.I. Mechanical digestion in the large intestine includes haustral churning or contraction of the haustra, pouches of colon, when the walls of the colon fill with chyme. Peristalsis, muscular contractions that propel food. Mass peristalsis is a large peristaltic contraction that moves fecal material into rectum. Defecation reflex. Mass peristalsis moves indigestible materials from colon into the rectum. Stretch receptors in the mucosa of the rectum are stimulated or the rectum is emptied. The internal involuntary sphincter opens due to a combination of pressure and parasympathetic nerve impulses. Chemical digestion and absorption in L.I. The last small bit of digestion occurs in the L.I. by bacteria, which break down any small carbohydrates, amino acids, etc. Products of this breakdown include gas, flatulence, as well as some vitamins. Chemical digestion and absorption in L.I. L.I. absorbs mostly water and vitamins. Remember, almost all absorption, including most water absorption, happens in SI. In the L.I. water is absorbed by osmosis. Large intestine labeled. First figure /19.14 label, P478. Haustra. Tinea coli. Cecum. Ileocecal sphincter. Ileum. Ascending colon. Transverse colon. Descending colon. Sigmoid colon. Rectum. Anal canal. Anus. Large intestine labeled. Second figure /19.15 label, P479. Mucosa. Submucosa. Muscularis externa. Serosa. Simple columnar epithelium. Accessory organs summary. Pancreatic enzymes that break down all four organic molecule groups are secreted into the duodenum. Accessory organs summary. Liver. Two main lobes which are broken up into lobules. Produces bile which enters duodenum through the common hepatic duct. Bile breaks up fat molecules so that enzymes can digest them. Accessory organs summary. Gallbladder. On inferior surface of liver. Stores bile when food is not being digested.